a warm welcome also to friends who are logging in, okay, online and offline, okay? So friends, tonight, our speaker, okay, will be actually guiding us through science-based approaches, okay? They will actually be also dispelling the myths of all the many fad diets out there, okay? And at the same time, they will actually equip us with the knowledge on how we can also achieve our health and weight management goals. Okay, that sounds good, right? Yeah. Okay, so before we begin, okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you had your dinner? Okay, maybe not, depending on which time zone you're in, it could be lunch, breakfast, or even supper. So you had, right? Okay, so do type in the chat box, okay, what you had for your last meal. Okay, of course, or you can tell the friend next to you what you had for your last meal. Okay, so I'm going to start with myself. I had bak kut teh for lunch. Okay, that's lunch lah. So I haven't had dinner yet because I'm very confused. Okay, but okay, so we actually have a lot of people online who are banana chips, kueh lapis, wonton mee, okay, trim shake, chicken pot pie. Someone just ate 2 eggs, okay? Fried rice and curry shake for dinner. Okay, wow, you see, so many food choices, right? Honestly, we are so lucky, right or not? We have this abundance of food choices available to us, right or not? But at the same time, it's also because we have so many choices that it becomes a bit excessive sometimes, okay? And I think, okay, it's important because we need to know, okay, that we don't need to be excessive, okay? So so it's also popular, okay, and actually I recently learned a weight loss tip. You want me to share with you or not? Share. Okay, everybody follow me. Very simple one. Everybody turn your head to the right. Okay, right on my left, all right. Okay, now you turn your head to the other side. Okay, so every time somebody asks, Helene, you want brownie or not? You turn your head to the right, and then the left. Okay. do you want ice cream? You want right, left. Okay. Do you want bobo cha cha or not? Okay. So that is okay. I don't know how effective it's going to be, right? But okay, this is for last only, okay. But you can try it out at home. Maybe it will help you. Okay. But I think jokes aside, okay, tonight we are actually in for the real deal. Okay, the real deal is actually we are going to share with you this real solution. A solution that will actually help you to revamp your weight and your health issues. Okay, help you to transform yourself and at the same time change your life. Okay, our first speaker was formerly a dietitian, okay, and a physical trainer. Okay, so he's definitely certified, very experienced, and okay, very knowledgeable. Tonight, okay, he actually met our weight management program because he saw one of his friend's brother transform. Then he was very curious, you know, because he's in this line, right? So he came to a similar meeting like tonight, such a trim and fit day, and then he was like, wow, so professional, these people. Okay, and then he decided to take on the program himself. Okay, and then the experience he had was it just blew him away. He was amazed. And of course, he was amazed at his own results as well. So since then, he has been helping countless individuals, okay, not individuals, families, friends, okay, to help them to achieve their health and weight goals. Okay, so without further ado, it's my pleasure to welcome our our 90-day weight management consultant, Mr. Philip Lee.
All right. Good morning, all right, and good afternoon and good evening, all right, to friends all over the world. All right, my name is Philip, sharing live from Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so a special thanks to Serene just now for a wonderful introduction. I was also participating in an exercise, turning left and right. Okay, so I hope you guys are all excited, you know, and as you're here in this session today, right, I hope I'm able to add value to you. Of course, like what Serene mentioned, my background is a dietitian and personal trainer, best of both worlds, right? Okay, so probably you might be wondering, hey, why is a dietitian and trainer, right, preaching about this 90 days program? So of course, personally, you know, I'm a big believer of positive lifestyle change. You know, I also love my food, right? I live to eat and I also eat to live, right? Both at the same time, right? I don't know if you're the same as me. Okay, so I'm always thinking, are there ways to actually lose fat effectively, sustainably, and yet, you know, able to enjoy your lifestyle? Okay, so That's why I'm here today. I'm hoped in the next 15 minutes or so, I hope I'm able to add value in that sense to know that why this 90 days program, right, is such an amazing program. So like Serene mentioned, right, I personally embarked on it as well. So this is a photo of me on the left, okay? And this was me after I had this slip disc injury in my lumbar, L4, L5. I couldn't really work out. Prior to this, I was very active in the gym. Much buffer than this, but I lost a lot of muscles because of my injury. Okay, and it was also the same timing that I met the 90 days program. So I'm not sure if some of you guys felt that way. That's a bit fated, right? So as I met the program and when I attended a similar session to this, I was amazed. I was amazed by the science and technology, and of course I embarked on it. So while I was on this program, I did the same thing. I did the same exercise regime. I had the same diet. I just incorporated the 90 days program into my life, into my regime. And in 90 days, right, I actually gained a pure muscle of 2 kg, which is amazing to me because naturally speaking, right, if you're in the gym, if I work out twice a day, every day for a whole year, right, it makes sense to gain 2 kg of pure muscles in a year. But to gain 2 kg pure muscles in 90 days, right, for a guy that's always been exercising, it was pretty amazing to me. And from then I had this vision, right, this imagination. Wow, I can really start to help a lot of people around. And I know for a fact that a lot of my peers, my friends, their parents, they all have health issues as well. So I'm not sure if you guys can relate to that. So the first person that I actually wanted to help was definitely my mom. All right. So as you can see the photo on the left, I think it was her birthday month or Mother's Day. We were in a cooking studio, we're baking cake, and you can see that's her. All right, and she was pre-diabetic, unhealthy, right? Despite the son, right, being a dietitian and personal trainer, and I don't know why, sometimes your parents just don't listen to you, whatever, no matter what background you are. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the 90 days program. So the photo on the right was taken years later. 8 years later, but taken last month when I brought her to Taiwan for her birthday. I think she looks much better, much younger, and her blood sugar profile is also in a much healthier condition as well. So I think the best gift that I could give my parents, the very least, right, is actually the gift of health, right? So when I started to help my family members around me, of course, I also thought of helping my friends around me. So of course, this is actually my uni friend. Okay, so he's actually a doctor in chiropractic, right? So back in the days when we were in uni, we were very active. We'll go for cheerleading, running, all kinds of activities. In fact, my friend here, right, Jason, right, he's actually a badminton champion. Yeah, he used to win gold medal. So pretty amazing. But of course, as years go on, he started working. In fact, he's practicing in Hong Kong as we speak, right? He started gaining a lot of weight. And as we reconnect, I share with him the solution, and really without exercising, and of course the diet in Hong Kong was a bit hard to manage as well because everything is like curry fish ball, chili oil here and that. Okay, but he was really able to lose 16 kg through our 90 days program. And one of the biggest motivation for him, right, was I still remember when he was working in Hong Kong, a lot of the patients, right, rather than addressing his name, right, they'll say in Cantonese, where is 肥肉医生? Where is fatty doctor? That's the direct translation. Where is fatty doctor? So it's a bit, heartbreaking to hear that. So I really had a mission and I want to help my friend Jason. And of course, as he transformed, he became more confident, started taking selfies, and right now he's also a father already. Okay. So really, I think the 90s program is amazing, and I started to think about the people around me that I can help. So here I am, I'm trying to, I'll try my best to add value in this sense, right? For starters, right, a lot of people, right, struggle to overcome their weight problems, but they focus too much on the wrong thing. They focus too much on the scale. All right. So we shouldn't just look at the scale because when you go out there, people don't ask you what's your weight, man. They look at you and probably look at your figure. All right. Transformation is beyond the number on the scale. So if you look into this slide, right, you'll see that both ladies, both gentlemen, they both have the same weight, same height, but who looks fitter? Obviously the one on the right, and why is that so? Because it's not just your absolute weight, it's the quality of your weight, how much body fat you have. And this is the right mindset that all of us should be having. I'd rather you lose 3 to 5 kg of pure fat than just 10 kg of water and muscles, So just for information, probably we're very familiar with this. We've heard about this growing up in school, body mass index, whereby based on your height, what your weight should be. All right. So this is only accurate to an extent. For example, I'll use me for an example. All right. So if you put me on the BMI, my BMI is actually around between 25 to 26. Obviously, I'm not overweight. all right, obviously I'm not at medium risk, right? So it's not accurate to me. Why is that so? Because I'm having a higher muscle to fat proportion, right? So BMI does not look into the quality of your weight, but rather something that we should look into, right, is the body fat percentage. So if you don't know your body fat percentage, right, definitely get on the hormone scale that we have, measure and figure out where you are. In fact, if you want, you can take a photo of this and try and guess where you are. Okay. Of course, when you go out there, people also don't really ask for your body fat percentage, right? But I think it's more about how you look. All right. And besides the obvious fat covering underneath your skin, right, there's another type of fat that I would like to address, something called visceral fat. A little bit of visceral fat is okay, right? But when it's too much or too excessive, right, it's really bad. So as you can see, right, it really wraps around your organ. Another name for visceral fat, right, is actually organ fat. All right. So there's a rating that we can go by to measure how much organ fat you have. So you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised that maybe a small petite lady might have very high body fat ratio, very high visceral fat. Yeah. So a normal for a lady is 3 to 4, guy is 6 to 8. But of course, in this case, low doesn't mean it's bad. In fact, the lower the better. Because the higher you are, right, the higher your chances of getting heart diseases, high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, high blood sugar, uric acid, gout, you name it, right? These are the culprits, that we do not want in our body. And I can assure you, a lot of our friends, right, they don't know about this, and there's a way that you can tell, if your tummy is a bit tough, right? A bit round shape, right? You know that it's a visceral fat, all right? So let me show you an image. It's a bit disturbing if you ask me, but you can see visceral fat blanketing your small intestine. Wow, sounds so warm, right? But no, don't be too warm. It's actually not good at all, right? We actually do not want this because, like I said, when there's too much of it, right, it has to go somewhere. Sometimes it leaks out to your artery, so you can imagine this is your house. Your house has leakages in the pipe throughout the entire house, and that's not good, right? So same goes for this. Our arteries, right, can be blocked by all this fat, too much LDL cholesterol and all that. And if it blocks in your heart, that's how you would commonly say a heart attack. If it blocks in your brain, that's what we call stroke, and that's definitely something that we want to avoid. And so many times I've heard a lot of young individuals, even people around my age, right, being diagnosed with high cholesterol fatty liver. It's more and more common. Ironically, common doesn't mean it's good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we really want this happening in our community. And I think you can probably think of a few people having this issue now, or maybe even yourself as you're going through this transformation. So having high body fat, right, is the root cause of all diseases, from arthritis, joint pain, to asthma, to even snoring in your sleep, right? Irregular menses because your hormonal is haywire. Yeah, so this thing being common, right, is not good. In fact, right, I read about this report very ironically, all right, our generation nowadays, right, we are much more health conscious, we are much more aware about the do's and don'ts, but ironically, right, the let's just say the working class nowadays, right, have a higher cases of high blood cholesterol, fatty liver, high blood pressure than our parents in the older days. So it's very ironic. Somehow, the more we know, right, but the disease, the rate of the diseases are going up. So is it because of our lifestyle, or is it because of as technology advances, the food around us is this different? Right. So if you ask me, right, it's a combination of various factors. All right. In fact, what causes obesity? I think first thing first, as you start to age, as you start to age, your metabolism slows down. Why? Because every 10 years, you lose 8% of your precious muscles. And that's a lot, So our body, right, it's not really, how to say, as we grow older, right, as we lose muscles, right, your metabolism slow down, right, it's much easier for you to put on fat. That's why you might see some of the working adults in the first few years, right, they start to change. And there's a joke going around whereby you can guess how many years they've graduated based on their body size, right? So another factor is actually big eaters. I think nowadays, right, there are a lot of foodies, right? Like if you're gonna get fat, the food I eat better be worth it. The stalls that I go to, they better have queues. I'm not quite sure about how is it in your country, but I know for a fact, right, when there's a queue outside the restaurant in Malaysia or Singapore, oh, you want to try that food, right? So because of the modern lifestyle, right, the cuisines all over the world is readily available, and you don't move as much. Like as I speak, I'm sitting down for a few hours. We are really not moving as much, all right? And of course, the third factor is stress eater, right? They always joke if you reverse the word stress, right, it's actually dessert. But it's true though, a lot of people, once they're going through the work stress, they really have this craving for certain foods. And I don't blame them, right? Blame your boss. Okay, I'm just joking, all right? And because of that, right, they really start putting on a lot of weight, a lot of suppers, And of course, we have mothers, right? The average, every childbirth is a average of 10 kg gain. If you don't gain weight in your first birth, chances are you gain weight in your second birth. All right, am I right? Okay, the mothers in the house, I'm sure you agree, right? And of course, like I said, the modern lifestyle, right? Probably you have this kind of thinking pattern as well. As I'm rushing to work, I miss my breakfast. You know what? There's a meeting, I miss my lunch. Hey, maybe I compensate dinner, maybe I can eat more. But because of this irregular eating habit, right, your body cannot predict your lifestyle, so it might store more body fat than you want to. Yeah, and that's not good at all right. And of course, the last one, there are a lot of people trying so hard to lose weight. They will do anything, right? The word here is anything to lose weight, that they end up ruining their metabolism, right? And when they stop, they rebound. A lot of improper measures out there, extreme measures. I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, you can think of some. So today, right, as you're in this session today, right, I'm going to share with you why this 90-day program, right, is so amazing that it can not just help you lose the body fat, but it can really overhaul your health, overhaul your body. All right, and it all stems from this word, H-lock. All right, H-lock is actually our technology, right, targeting at the genetic level. Wow, sounds so scientific, right? Okay, so allow me to dive a bit deeper into the science, all right, just a little bit, all right? So we have something called gene expression, all right? Not your parents' genes, but gene is something smaller than DNA. DNA is made up of gene, all right? So as you start to grow older, your fat metabolism gene and your lean muscle gene changes. Your ability to burn fat and build muscle slows down. Even for your appetite. Maybe last time you would eat a bowl of rice, then you're full. But now maybe, actually, to be honest, maybe you try to hold it in to eat half a bowl, but you still want to eat 2 bowls of rice, or maybe you want to add on something. There's just that craving there. So in summary, your body changes as you age. The gene expression changes as you age. So what if, right, there is a way to target specifically at these genes? Sound amazing, right? So it is amazing because this genetic science breakthrough is featured in Discovery Channel not once but twice. Yeah. So the first time round, they never mentioned H-lock name at all. It was because Discovery Channel, they do not advertise, right? They do not advocate to that, right? But I think it was probably 10 years after the first feature, they feature it again, but this time they really mentioned their name, because even after a decade since its inception, right, no one has the technology to catch up to this H-lock genetic breakthrough technology. Yeah. Okay. And because of that, right, our 90-day program is the #1 weight management and well-being brand in Malaysia and Singapore for 7 and 6 years consecutively. So wherever you are, can I borrow your hands to give it a round of applause? Amazing, right? Yes, it's because of this genetic breakthrough that we can actually achieve this title #1. Not #1 weight loss program, not #1 protein shake or something, but #1 weight management and well-being. We're really able to target the root cause of your problem. So before I proceed to share in deeper, right, this is just a summary, right? 5 key features on why our 90-day program, right, is the best, all right? First thing first, no need to starve. I think a lot of friends, they associate, when you want to lose weight, you have to starve. Second thing is, you don't need to exercise vigorously, all right? I know some friends would probably go for Tabata, high intensity interval training, or maybe nowadays they go for spin classes. Some might even go back-to-back spin classes, they would do the extreme measure, and you don't need to, all right? Third thing, guaranteed no side effect. I think that's important. Number 4, healthy after fat loss. And number 5, the most important of it all, no rebound in weight. All right, so I'm going to dive into the product right now as we speak. All right, so in total, there are 5 different products that you're consuming. All right, first thing first is Jumpstart. So it's something as simple as consuming it early morning every morning upon waking up. All right, so these are the ingredients: saffron, red orange, pomegranate, and they are all extracts. Right, extract meaning to say it's not something that you can just buy from the market and blend. And the function of it, right, is to really get your body ready for the next 90 days, because this is only 15 days worth, right? And it's like a car. Imagine your car, right, hasn't started in a while. The battery is dead, it's flat. You need to jumpstart your car, right? So now you need to jumpstart your engine. Okay, so next thing is number 2 is complex, all right, or Cplex, something you take before your meal twice a day. All right, and of course, these are the ingredients. All right, so these ingredients, like I said, again, see, they are very natural, but they're all extracts. Really something that you cannot get from your regular diet, right? Because probably you need to consume kilos of it to have the equivalent active ingredient. And the function of complex, right, is to help you to boost up the metabolism and help you to build those lean muscle. All right. Next thing is actually control. All right. So control, as the name suggests, it controls your appetite, but it doesn't suppress your appetite like an appetite suppressant. All right. And you consume it twice a day before meal as well. All right. Rather, right, what it does, it actually manages your craving. Right. It manages your satiety level, meaning to say, like, if you take an appetite suppressant, immediately you have no appetite to eat. But this is something that over time, naturally, right, you look at the same food that you saw a month ago, you do not have that same craving. To me, right, this is important because I think a lot of times, right, I trust the program. I don't trust myself. Okay. So you think that you will give in and succumb to all the food. But I think they have taken this into consideration. Like it says here, support a positive mood and mindset for enhanced willpower. All right. So I think that's amazing. Right. Moving forward for our fourth product, right, it's actually Trim Shake. So Trim Shake, you take it once a day, every single day, high quality whey protein to help you to build the muscle that you need. All right. So and just for information, right, it tastes amazing because as a gym goer, gym junkie, right, I've sampled countless brands, each and every one of those brands that I consumed prior to this, right, I what's that word? I'm hesitant to take it, even though I know I need the protein because it leaves a very weird aftertaste in my mouth. Even there might be even some breath issues, But I can honestly say that this is something delicious. Sometimes I even crave for it. Yes. Okay. So the last product is actually Life Pack. So Life Pack is actually a multivitamin that you take after meal twice a day as well. I in particular love this because when you're burning a lot of fat, right, you offset a lot of oxidative stress. Maybe your body becomes a bit more acid, and you need something like Life Pack, which has 40 over antioxidants to offset it. So a lot of my clients, when they're on the program, right, and I'm sure some of you guys will agree, when you're on it, right, your skin is glowing, right? Because a lot of times people say, especially elderlies, they're afraid of losing weight. I don't want to lose weight, lah. Later I don't look good. I look haggard, I look like I'm sick. People start asking me, am I sick? But the thing is, a lot of my clients, they look much younger. They have better skin, right? So they have taken this into consideration as well because it works as a system. The whole 90 days works as a system, all right? So this is just a glimpse for you to see all the vitamins that are actually included in Life Pack. And to consume all these vitamins and minerals, right, is literally equivalent to the vegetables and fruits you see on the picture. It's equivalent to eating this much, but all you get, all the nutrients you see here are all within your Life Pack. Okay. So, of course, I want to take this chance to welcome our Tiami, the upgraded version, and it's clinically proven, scientifically superior. I'm really excited about it as well. So, of course, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for it. All right. All right. So moving forward, right, you might also have a question. Like, what's the difference between being on this 90 days program, right, compared to our traditional weight loss, all right? So let me show you a diagram real quick. So on the left is something probably you've been trying to do last time, all right? You are actually trying to eat lesser, start exercising, and in return, you lose weight. But if you notice, right, both your fat and muscles are reducing at the same time. And when you reduce muscle, your metabolism goes down, right? On the contrast, if you're on the age lock program while doing all that healthy regime, right, you can take a look at the animation, as your body fat go down, your muscle increases and your metabolism will actually go up. Yes. So and this is because this is how when I'm on the program, right, while doing the same regime, I actually pack on pure muscles of 2 kg. Yes. So simply with this H-Talk technology, right, it really changes how your body responds, all right, to the usual regime that you're on. Okay. And you might be wondering if this program is so good, right? Is it safe? And definitely your safety is our priority because we have something called the Pharmanex 6S quality assurance, all right? Simply means, right, from selecting the ingredient to finding a place to source it, all right, to standardizing the amount needed, everything is taken into consideration. In particular, I love the safety feature and substantiation. What does that mean? Because any supplement, right, they do not need to go through such rigorous standards because the leniency in terms of producing supplement, right, it's there, all right. But to really ensure that what we claim, right, what we preach is real, right, they go through these 6S, especially the last S, which is substantiation. Basically, all the products, right, are then done on human clinical studies to prove its effectiveness, which is why me as a healthcare professional, right, I'm really sold, all right, because I do not believe in just before after, although we have a lot, but I really believe in solid science, you know. And in this case, right, it's also featured in PDR, which gives you that peace of mind, because it simply means that it's safe and effective enough to be featured in this physician desk reference. Only prescription, right, that are safe and effective can be listed in this book. Simply means, right, for example, in US, right, as a doctor write you a prescription, right, you then get the prescription from a pharmacy, right, unlike Malaysia. Okay, so in this case, if a doctor finds that you need to lose weight, lose body fat, right, it can write you a prescription of Tian of this 90 days program. All right. So moving forward, right, as I cover a lot about the key features of our program, right, I'd like to also take this chance to address these common approaches, because in my opinion, right, I think a lot of our family and friends around us, right, need our help. In fact, in Malaysia, I think we're leading, right, okay, in terms of overweight. Not something I'm proud of, but I still remember when back in 2013, I think out of 4, 1 is overweight. And now 2024, out of 2, 1 is overweight. Simply means the statistic went from 25% to over 50%. All right. And that's crazy. You know, even if you ask me, I can already think of a lot of family and friends around me that really need my help. And they are desperate, right? They're trying extreme measures. For instance, right, they're trying to exercise. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing exercise. I'm an exercise lover myself. But exercising is meant to build stamina, physical muscle strength, right? But if you're relying it to lose weight, right, then it might not be the most practical thing. Because imagine, right, you want to, let's just say you have eaten 1,000-calorie meal. Do you know that by just jogging or running quite fast for almost an hour, you only burn 200 to 300 calories? So are you going to run 3 hours intensely just to compensate for that meal? All right. So at least I speak locally, right? Our community, you know, we have certain individuals who are very fit in terms of playing badminton. You know, they have the skill set, they have the stamina. All right. So because they train vigorously for it. However, they might also pack a lot of excess weight. Okay. So just because you're physically fit doesn't mean that your stamina can take it. That doesn't mean that you also can lower your body fat. There are two different things, right? One is stamina, one is having a lean figure, right? Second thing is controlling your diet. So very ironic, you know, you want to lose weight, but your body is not built that way, because your body is built to survive. Let's just say today you're eating lesser than usual, right? Instead of your body, you want to lose weight, you want to lose body fat, you want to look good, be healthy. But your mind, your body, instead of thinking like, hey, Philip, you're eating lesser to lose weight, let me help you. No. It's probably thinking like, oh no, why is Philip eating lesser? You know, let me lower your metabolism. So it's actually counterproductive. You know, you're trying to eat lesser, but your body is not allowing you to. And some of our friends, right, are going extreme measures. They're probably just only eating an apple a day. You know, I still have friends that do that. They starve themselves, you know, and that is definitely not the right approach, because you end up really losing precious muscles. And if you stop and you go back to your usual regime, which you will, you actually end up rebounding. Yeah. And I think number 3 and number 4, it's very common. Intermittent fasting, IF, some call it 168, because you fast for 16 hours and then you have a window of eating for 8 hours. All right. So does it work? All right. So scientifically, based on research, it's not designed for weight loss or fat loss. But you might see some friends losing weight only in the first few weeks or first month. Because when you do so, number 1, because you have a smaller eating window, naturally you're going to eat lesser. And like I said, as you eat lesser, your body is built to survive. It will lower your metabolism. Secondly, as you eat lesser, right? Okay, as you actually eat lesser, right? As your body lowers its metabolism, right? You don't lose the weight. Another factor that it does, right, when you're on intermittent fasting, right, is actually it's only proven when you want to prevent jet lag. Yeah, when you want to prevent jet lag, that's the only function of intermittent fasting. Which, to be honest, let's just say you're in Asia, you're trying to fly to the States right now, right? And you're on a very good airline, you know, are you gonna skip your meals entirely? Right? I don't think so. Right? You're probably gonna eat your meal anyway. Okay. So the fourth thing is actually ketogenic diet. Ketogenic diet basically means that you're on virtually zero carbs, and you're on very high fat and high protein. So similarly, you might see some weight loss in the first month. In fact, the weight that you lose, right, is actually water weight, same as intermittent fasting. The initial weight that you lose is probably just water weight. In fact, you might even lose precious muscles. And it's strongly not recommended by heart surgeons to actually practice keto diet, because when you actually go on keto diet with such high fat, when you're indulging such high fat, right, you actually might build up a lot of visceral fat. leading to even further blood artery clogging. Yeah, which is something that you definitely don't want. In fact, keto diet, right, is only proven for one thing. Right? It's designed for this one purpose. It's actually a diet for ADHD kids, attention deficit hyperactive disorder kids. All right. So someone just went on a hype, decided to say that keto diet can help you lose weight, and a lot of people went on board with it. Yeah, but it's actually not scientifically proven for it as well. So the fifth thing is living center, and my mom is a big fan. Used to be a big fan. All right. Any brands she would be. She's probably a customer. She has a membership there. All right. And I can honestly say that what they end up doing is probably they put you on a very strict meal replacement diet, and they wrap you up. They wrap you up with something spicy, right? So it gives an impression that you're losing weight, but it's not scientifically proven. Because what they do is, as you lose that water, as you sweat, you're actually losing water weight, and your body is made from 70% water. So you can see a lot of gimmicks, right? They are relying on water weight, which is not sustainable. So when you lose the water weight, you have the impression, wow, my weight, my scale has gone down. I'm losing weight. But when you drink water, you're gonna gain it back. When you stop going back there, or maybe for example, you keep going back there, right? You'll see a stagnant in your results as well. Okay, so it's not proven as well. Number 6, slimming drinks, right? 100% entirely relying on meal replacement drinks, protein shake, right? Which, to be honest, sometimes we do it in the hospital, but is it sustainable? It's definitely not. We only do it for individuals who are 150 kg and above. We do not do this kind of extreme measure, but there are a lot of people doing it. All right. And you can imagine, if you're just drinking liquid, are you going to lose weight? For sure you are, right? But is it practical? It's not at all. Right. Number 7, right, it's actually fat freezing. All right. So in fact, when they introduce this to you, right, it sounds very real. All right. They're going to lower your body fat until a certain temperature. All right. And as your body fat reaches that temperature, right, your body fat dies. And when your your body fat cell, it dies. And when the cell dies, right, it doesn't grow back. When you listen, you're like, wow, it sounds very true. But the truth is, right, it doesn't work that way as well. And I do have friends, right, that end up going for this fat freezing. They have lumps in their body. Yeah. And some people going for liposuction, right? And liposuction, you can actually only remove subcutaneous fat, means fat underneath your skin. You cannot remove visceral fat. And how they do it is, can you guys imagine how? They actually need to liquefy your fats to extract it out. So is it a very high risk procedure? It's a very high risk procedure. Unfortunately, there are news of individuals dying on the table doing this procedure. Yeah. So are you willing to take the risk all in the name of beauty, right? Some people do. So as I hear this kind of news, right, I get very scared. And I feel I really have a mission that I want to go out there and help more people. And number 8, right, is colon detox, right? Basically, you consume something and something must come out from your body, right? So I don't know if you guys agree that a lot of people think that when you lose weight, right, something must come out from your body, okay? Which is still not true, all right? And usually I ask them this question. Let's just say you pump petrol to your car, and as you drive your car, your petrol goes down. Where did your petrol go? All right. And most of them like stunned. Oh yeah, okay. It goes up through the exhaust, right? It oxidizes very naturally. And that should be the right approach to lose weight. Not expecting something to be flushed out from your stomach, all right? And it gives you a very clean sensation. So again, it's not scientifically proven, right, to actually help you lose fat. Right. Number 9, sleeping pills. I know people who actually do it end up with a lot of side effects, palpitation, irregular heartbeat, but all in the name of beauty. One of my friends actually fainted in the toilet while taking a sleeping pill. All right, only few hundred ringgit, and I think it's not worth it at all. Number 10, slimming garment. Basically, they wear outfits that are very fitting, right? It compresses their body. Does it help to lose fat? No, not really. But does it help with your body posture? I think it does, right? So other than posture, right, another thing that it might help is actually just blood circulation, right? Some patients with blood clot issue, they actually wear this kind of very tight-fitting outfit, or some athletes that actually wear it to maintain their body temperature when they're competing in cold countries. So that's the sole function of all these very tight garments. It doesn't have any slimming effect, to be honest. All right. And number 11, okay, of course, after you freeze it, you got to burn it, right? Okay. So again, it only gives you an impression, sensation, as though you're really losing fat. If only it was that easy, right? If only, okay. Unfortunately, it's not scientifically proven as well, And of course, all these common approaches, right, that a lot of people are doing out there, it ends up reducing their weight, and really losing very precious muscles and actually lose their health ultimately, which is definitely not what we want. And I'm very blessed, we are very blessed, because today, right, we're actually able to invite 2 live testimonial sharers, all right? 2 live testimonial sharers that will share their amazing transformation. And they're not professional speakers. They're just like me and you, very, very regular individuals, but they benefited so much from the program, all right? And today they're going to share live with you. So ladies and gentlemen, when I invite them out later, if you're seeing them physically or maybe you're virtually, can you give them your virtual applause and loudest applause as you can, right? So first and foremost, I'm going to invite a lady, all right? So she's a mother. And besides being a mother, she is also, she was a nurse before this, all right? And having that kind of knowledge, all right? But still, right, after being a mother, she has put on a lot of weight and a lot of health issues as well, right? But ultimately, she really, really transformed through our 90 days program. So I'm going to invite her to share live in person so you can hear it from her instead. So without further ado, let's welcome our first testimonial sharer, Farhana.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Farhana, as you can see from there. So I am a mother to a 4-year-old daughter. And like he mentioned, I've been in healthcare industry for the past 15 years. Lah. So 10 years as an operating theatre nurse and the next 5 years in the auditing sector lah, for healthcare. So I would like to thank my dearest friend Alexis because through her amazing transformation, I actually decided to embark. So what happened was, right, I actually saw her slim down first. We were on the same journey to slimming down. We said, okay, let's slim down. She said, okay. But I saw her slim down faster than me. Because she just gave birth. So I don't think she worked out or diet that much, right? So I was the one putting in effort. I said, hey, how come you're more slim than me? Can you please tell me now? So then she introduced the program to me. So actually why I took it up was because actually I have been an autoimmune patient. I have an autoimmune condition called lupus, SLE, for the past 10 years. And due to pregnancy, I had my daughter 4 years ago, due to lockdown, work from home, stress, and on long-term steroids, right, I actually gained a lot of weight. So for the past 3 years, I've been struggling with weight issues. I tried many, many things like keto, low carb diet, exercise, weightlifting, anything on Instagram I try, but it didn't show me much results, right? So maybe I will lose like 1 or 2 kg, but you'll rebound. So I was spending so much effort and I still was very big, right? The icing on the cake was probably when my doctor told me I had high cholesterol, despite my efforts. So that was when I told myself that I needed help. So I actually embarked on the program. So after I embarked on the program, right, I realized that it was so easy. So easy. I was still enjoying my meals because I was so busy. I didn't have time to really work out and I still managed to lose weight. So it fit seamlessly into my lifestyle. And as a result, I actually lost a total of 11 kg from the program. And 30, yeah. So I went on from XXL to size M, 13 cm off my abdomen and my hips. Yeah, I'm very curvy actually. So as a result, my high cholesterol also no more. My lupus symptoms also, I wouldn't say no more, is in remission. I'm off meds actually, just on after being 10 years on medication. And yeah, and actually I have less joint pains. I'm not as sluggish as before and definitely more energetic. So this is a big leap for a patient with autoimmune conditions. So congrats to everybody who has embarked. You definitely will enjoy it and it will be the best decision of your life for your health also. Okay, thank you so much, everyone.
Wow, thank you, Farhana, right, for information. She was sharing live in Singapore, right? And her transformation is amazing, right? With so many existing issues, cholesterol, SLE, you name it. But today, really, after 90 days, right, she has transformed, and I can feel from her voice, right, the confidence that she has, right? Above all else, I think that is really, really priceless, right? So thank you so much, Farhana, for your very sincere sharing. You have given a lot of hope to a lot of people over here, right? So moving forward, right, after hearing from a lady, why not we hear from a gentleman? Okay, so for this particular gentleman, right, he was a corporate professional himself, and probably due to a lot of work stress, right, he started gaining a lot of weight with existing health issues as well. So I'm going to invite him to share in person, all right, so that you can hear more from him. So sharing live from Singapore, without further ado, let's welcome Eric.
Hi everyone, I'm Eric. I'm actually a marketing director in the defense company. Okay, I first come on board this program because of my very good friend, Chi Kyong, okay, who first embarked on this program. And being Chi Kyong, he is a very skeptical guy that doesn't really believe in all those things, right? But he went on this, so I have to really believe in him and of course, went on board. And thanks to him, I am right now here. Okay, if you were to look at my picture, right? Okay, It looks like a Teletubby, right? But okay, now I'm really transformed. Okay, based on the program itself, I'm actually reduced in a weight of 10 kg. Okay, if you look at this 10 kg, right, everyone will say that a little bit of abs, not too bad, right? Yeah. Okay. Then the other thing is, if everyone was wondering, right, what this program give you, right? In fact, after 3 months into this program, I actually lose another 2 more kg right now. So if you talk about rebound, definitely there's no rebound. All right. And what else? Okay. Actually, the other thing that is really not the size, okay, is actually my high blood pressure. Okay, I'm on a high 5 years medication, so I need to really control my high blood pressure, and that is why I actually embarked onto this program. And right now, I'm happy to say that I'm basically back to normal. Okay, my energy is right now full. During work time, I'm actually have a lot of energy. I do not feel so lethargic. I'm actually a cyclist as well. Okay, I used to only travel about 30 kilometers and that's it, right? And penning like mad. Right now, I'm happy to say just recently only, I was able to sustain 37 kilometers per hour for 10 kilometers. Right. This is really amazing, right? Yeah. So for all those people who are right here, looking at this, my transformation, I'm very sure that this program is real and definitely will bring you the best of yourself as well. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much to Eric, right, for his amazing sharing. He really transformed a whole lot, all right. And you can see the apps figure have going on there, right? And I think after listening from both sharers, right, we can really conclude on the key features of this 90-day program. First thing first, you do not need to starve. I think both individuals shared that how they tried many different measures, many, and when they were on this program, they could still enjoy their food and really no need for vigorous exercise. And third thing is guaranteed no side effect, right? In fact, if you notice, they had existing health issues, but they became healthier after fat loss. Rahana had cholesterol issue, Eric had high blood pressure issue, right? And I think no rebound in your weight is very real. You can see that even post the program, they're really still reaping the benefits of the overhaul. So I'm really grateful for their sharing. Again, let's give them another round of applause. Okay, so of course, I'm sure all of you guys are very excited already about this 90-day program. So let me just run through with you, right, on how we can take the 90 program effectively. All right. First thing first, all right, as much as we're excited, number one, be patient, all right? Because, all right, this program, right, is a supplement, it's not a drug, right? You'll definitely see the result, but the key is, of course, how well you follow the program and work closely with your consultant. Okay. And just know that slimming down, right, it's never a linear process. We don't just go down so fast. Because the faster you go down, the faster you rebound. We do not want that. A sustainable, healthy, and correct fat loss, right, is cascading like a staircase, going step by step. All right. And of course, second thing is be confident. All right. Why must I say this, right? Because I feel like whenever you're on this program, you might doubt yourself, you might doubt the process, and that's normal. But your consultant has seen the end of it. They know that all you need to do is be patient with yourself. So in this journey, instead of having doubts, why not enjoy? Every pill that you take, every sip of water that you drink, you can feel the body fat, slowly melting down in your body. All right. And be confident also because scientifically, it's proven to be safe and proven to be effective. All right. And of course, like I said, trust the consultant, right? They are really going to use their heart, right, to help you go through the entire journey with you. All right. Of course, this is just a screenshot, all right? A screenshot of how to take it. You can take a photo, all right? 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, don't worry, right? And of course, in terms of having your diet, all right, this 3-3-3-3 diet protocol, right, is very important, all right? So just make sure that every meal is balanced, with the right amount of carbs in your hand, palm size, hold it up, all right? Use your hand, not your friend's hand, right? And a fistful of protein, all right? And of course, a big palm size of fruits and vegetables, all right? As long as you eat balanced, right, that's the key. It's never about eating it's always about eating right, So just for information, right, these are the protein foods that you can take to help you build your muscles for both meat and non-meat option. And do take note that trim shake is actually a very high in protein source in terms of vegetarian option. All right. So trim shake, right, you must be persistent. Take it once a day. It's not optional. Not take it with your food, but replace either your lunch or your dinner, but never a breakfast or never in addition to your meal. Okay. And of course, in terms of carbohydrate, all right, these are the carbohydrates that you need to be aware of, right? You can consume them, but you just need to be cautious about it. Because sometimes, for example, maybe you're having rice, but on the side, maybe you add on pumpkin, but you didn't know pumpkin is actually another source of carbohydrate, and you add some corn. Oh, another source of carbohydrate. All right. So all this, even turnips, as you eat in local, we have this thing called popiah. These are all carbohydrates without you realizing. So just be aware on the food that you're eating. All right. Of course, fruits and vegetables are definitely super important. They help to fill up your stomach, all right, to maintain that blood sugar. All right. Very important to have it in your meal. All right. And take note on this, right? On the different types of food that probably hidden that you didn't know. All right. Or maybe you know lah. Okay. Of course, durian is very high in not just fat, but high in sugar. All right. So try and limit it. All right. In terms of avocado, all right, it might be deemed as a superfood. All right. Very healthy food. Okay. But actually, avocado is very, very high in fat. In fact, if you eat a whole avocado, right, it's as good as eating a piece of steak in terms of fat, but no protein. Okay, even in Chinese, they call it 牛油果. It means butter fruit. Okay, so you know how much fat it has. So in terms of nuts, some people might say, hey, nuts are healthy snacks. Why not I nibble on nuts, right? You can be perhaps a handful, right? Because probably in terms of almond, one serving is 8. There's 6 to 8, depending on the size. Not a lot, right? So if I'm you, I'll omit it all together and eat something much more worth my calorie, okay? So these are some traffic light principles that you can follow on, all right? So green means go lah, all right? Yellow means slow down. Red means stop, all right? Really stop, okay? Don't challenge the traffic, all right? So in terms of egg, if you want to hard boil it, you want to pan fry it with minimal oil, that's decent. But just be cautious when you scramble it, if you know Gordon Ramsay, right, when he scramble it, right, he add butter like it's free, and he adds a lot of cream, and ends up too much calorie in it, all right? So you got to be wary on your cooking method, all right? In terms of vegetables, all right, not just steamed, stir fry, I think all these are decent. But of course, the moment you deep fry it, all right, some of my friends jokingly say, oh, this is deep fried perfectly, not oily one. The moment you deep fry food, is guaranteed oily. No matter how good the person's skill is, it's confirmed oily, all right? So it's literally soaked in oil, okay? Next thing, of course, in terms of rice, of course, you can have your white rice, all right? White rice, brown rice, which has higher calorie. They're the same, okay? It's the cooking method, right? The moment you have it in the form of nasi biryani, it's soaked in oil, so extra calories there. And of course, when you fried rice, you will be thinking, hey, fried rice got meat, got vegetables, I think it's balanced, right? But when you fry, you add a lot of oil, and each grain is so glossy, right? So there's a lot of oil right there. 1 tablespoon of oil is as good as eating a bowl of rice. So which would you choose, right? I'm sure you know. So in terms of fish protein, steam it, I'm fine. Pan fry, it's okay. Deep fry it, again, the moment you deep fry it, right, the calories will double and triple, right? Of course, these are just samples of the breakfast that you can go for. Quite filling if you ask me, all right? Carbohydrate, eggs for protein. You can even have milk, soy milk on the side, all right? And in terms of lunch, as I've mentioned, as long as you're eating balance, with the right carbohydrate, protein portion, vegetables and fruit, you're good to go, okay? And in terms of dinner, be very persistent. 1 cream shake a day. Chocolate or vanilla, all right? Don't take both. I'm just showing you there are 2 flavors, but you should take either one, all right? Not both together, okay? So this is just some tips that I would like to give you. Strictly no supper, all right? As you're late, your body is prepared to rest, it will store it as excess fat, right? Snacking, carbohydrate drinks, all these are empty calories, Drinking alcohol, if you do, is as good as drinking oil. These are also empty calories. And I know you're on this Age Clock 90 Days program, you feel very confident, right? But don't challenge yourself to take bigger portion than before. No need to challenge it, right? Okay. And I think lastly is have a much more balanced diet than before. I think this is very key. A lot of us, our diets are not so balanced anymore, all right? Just be more cautious about it. In terms of exercising, if you're already an exercise goer, go ahead, right? If you're not, very simple, even window shopping is fine, right? I just take note, I said window shopping, all right? You don't really have to splurge every day, okay? And of course, just a reminder to you, friends, as I speak, right, I feel like we really have a mission, not just me, but I think you guys, you have an influence to your own community, basically your neighbor, your neighborhood, all your friends, your relative, right? I'm sure that a lot of them are also looking for solutions. Who doesn't want to live a meaningful, healthy, and active lifestyle? But like so what the WHO has said, right? A lot of chronic diseases are related to obesity. higher chances of cancer, higher chances of stroke, higher chances of heart attack, you know? And being overweight, right, is really a global problem. I'm sure we have friends from all over the world right now as you tune in, right? You can relate to this. In fact, if I'm not wrong, I think in Australia, the overweight percentage is 60 to 70%, much, much higher than Malaysia. All right. So I really feel that we have a mission as well on this program, improving our lives. We have a mission to actually help the people around us, right? And I dare say that, you know, even though the statistic says that only 65% of people are not satisfied, but I dare say that in this room, no one is satisfied, right? We want to be better. Even for me, I want to be better. All right. And if you ask me, the global weight loss and weight management trend is really increasing because the amount of people being overweight. Last time, maybe the issue is not enough food, but now it's a food surplus, right? Too much abundance around us. And maybe a lot of our friends and family, they don't really know how to manage it. You know, they end up being very overweight. And that's why this global weight management market, right, it's really growing and growing. Okay. So that marks the end of my sharing. I hope I've added value to you guys. Right? I wish you guys an enjoyable 90-day transformation. And I'm looking forward to you sharing your own transformation as well. Signing off, Philip. I pass it back to you, Serene.
Thank you. Wow, thank you so much to our consultant, Mr. Philip Lee, right? I think he gave us so much information, right? I think today now, I feel I'm so equipped. I'm so knowledgeable on how I can actually achieve my own health and weight management goals. And of course, our two amazing testimonial sharers, right? Were you all amazed? Wow, I was just like blown away by Hannah and Eric. I think they gave me a lot of confidence. Okay, actually, I felt a bit touched. I don't know about you, but I felt a bit touched that our weight management program can actually change lives, right? Not, yeah. So imagine if you were someone who could actually extend a hand to help a fellow human being to improve their lives, to achieve their weight and health management goals. I think that is amazing. And actually can be a very priceless feeling, correct? Yeah, okay. So our next speaker, okay, she was formerly our closing speaker. She was actually formerly in the banking industry. Okay, and then she's a mother of two beautiful young boys. Okay, and I think like a lot of women, she was constantly on the lookout on how she could regain her youthful figure and her vitality. Okay, very, very common for young mothers, right? Yeah, so what happened was that she saw her friend's transformation. Wow, her friend's wow transformation, and she decided to embark on that same program. Okay, and then through that program, of course, she regained her XS size body. Okay, but more importantly, okay, was she found a solution on how she could actually spend more time with her family and her children. Okay, and at the same time, build a flourishing business. Okay, yeah. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together, your cyber claps and flowers, and welcome our Senior Brand Director, Miss Denise Tay.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Can hear me, right? Okay. So my name is Denise. I was from banking and I'm a mom to two beautiful boys. Okay. So after pregnancies and years into the sedentary life, then guess what happened? I gained weight loss. Yeah. You see? Oh my God, right? So you can imagine, right? In banking, right? My dream is really to like dress up, be those pretty OL. That's my dream all along. And I really fulfilled it until I became older, crossed 30, got pregnant, and then like that. Okay. Then I only can wear 5% of my wardrobe. You know how sad or not? Every day you just look past and everything cannot wear. Only can wear that few pieces. Then every week it's just the same thing. Then it's very annoying, right? Every day I complain to my husband, oh, I damn fat already. But of course he's loving, ma. So he will say, no, I love you the way you are. But the thing is, I think the universe hurt me because suddenly, right, my friend Li Fang, suddenly she slimmed down and then her back fat gone, I got only one line. So in my head, always very simple in the math. If 90 days she can remove 2 lines of back fat, right? I surely can remove 1, right? So of course I take, I never even ask question. I only ask 2 things only. 2 only, must exercise or not? Then she say no. Then I say, must starve or not? She say no. Then of course I want. Then halfway into the program, right, I really lost 7 kg and I didn't even need to exercise or be away from my family. I just slimmed down like magic and I got to eat even more than before the program. Before the program, I only ate 2 tablespoons of rice. I still fat. I do intermittent fasting, I still fat for 2.5 years, Okay. So after I experienced something so amazing, right, my nature is to share one. first thing, I help my mother. Okay, you can see or not? This is our Chinese New Year picture last year. This is now. You see my mother, just my mother only. You know, I'm her daughter for so long, right? I didn't know that she have to take laxative pills, right, to go toilet. Until I told her about the program. She said, after she went through the program, right, she was sit out like, yeah, let me think. She said, you know, now I can poop every day. Very swung. And that is months after already. You know, she finished the program last year. My whole family finished last year. So during Chinese New Year, right, when we went for a gathering, everyone like shocked, like, oh my God, what y'all do? You know, the whole family look younger, look healthier. And it's like, of course, we help more people, lah, right? I mean, they want to know what. So we tell them, Okay, wait, I don't know point where. Okay, so of course, I don't only help my friends. I help everyone around me. Like, why not? Because everyone is looking for a solution. You know, after all these people change, right? Every time they see me, they sure hug me and kiss me one day. Okay, like, not kiss, but almost there already. And then they will give me thank you notes. They will send me long messages, right? Detailing like what they have improved. They tell me sleep improve, bowels improve, energy improve, everything improve. I mean, I only looking to slim down lah, but I didn't know that so much changes can happen. Like for me, I also feel less lazy. You know, when you're heavy, right? Everything you don't feel like doing one. Minimally, you just sit there and then your kids play, then they say, play with me. I say, mommy, very tired. I cannot. So can you imagine after they slim down and how many people they help after that? Because when you experience something good, right, you will surely help your family one. That's the first people I think of when I experience this program. Like good food you eat, good movie you watch, you go home, you should say, wow, very nice, let's go. Right. So I not only help them slim down, not only I slim down, I also see an income, right, that really surprised me 2 weeks upon sharing. So when you see the income, right, there's 3 times your actual salary at the bank, right? Then you also feel weird, right? Like all you do is help people and you also receive a reward from the company. So these people who I help slim down, they also see the same thing. They see 4 to 5K per month. And it's really amazing not to just change their bodies, change their health, improve their health. They also see this income. And I ask you, Singapore cost of living, extra income, who don't want, right? And it's just by helping people. When you help the people already and they thank you, right? The feeling is amazing. Okay? So continue to help, lor. I mean, that's the only natural way. And then suddenly, right, I don't know why New Skin reward me with a trip. And I didn't have to go alone. I get to bring my husband. So it's like, I feel very touched by this because honestly, in the banking world, right, what are you rewarded with when you do well? More work. So much work until you like, I also don't know what I'm doing already. And it's day in, day out, same thing over and over again. But here, right, when you do well, right, they reward you. They say, go and rest, go and enjoy. And then I get to enjoy my husband, you know. And then on top of that, right, the money already good enough. The trip also good enough. But they still like display fireworks for us to celebrate us. And I cannot imagine like being rewarded like that because in my life, never. I mean, y'all can think back about your work lah. What they actually praise you with. It's just quietly, I was like, you did well, but not celebrated like here. And then I went Hokkaido for the trip that New Skin sent me to. And then in April, right, go again because not enough what. So I brought my whole family to Tokyo, different parts. Okay, I cannot really remember how to pronounce the name. You can see. So the thing is, when we were there, right, my husband booked this villa. And the villa backyard, right, shows Mount Fuji. You can see, right? We're very lucky. We got to see Mount Fuji the entire trip. But the one thing that really struck me was I get to finally, right, be the daughter that I want to be, which is to cover their expenses, their whatever lah over there. I've never been able to do this, right? 8 years in banking, never. Because you know, 7th generation, you have to look after your kids. You pay for the ticket. You really feel so pain. Then on top of that, right, also for your parents, right, it's like very hard. You have to choose. But now, right, I can decide I want to do it and I can do it. And then my dad was like, not the kind who always asked me to take photos, right? But on the trip, right, he kept saying, hey, help me take photo. And then he got his beer, his cigar. They say, help me take. But yeah, it was so good, the feeling. Then I just help him take. Then my mother walking around snacking after program snack, right? Then she was like, this is the life. This is the life. And I was like, so touched, like I'm able to do this. And yeah, it makes me very happy that I can decide when I want to go. I don't need to apply leave anymore. And when I go back, right, don't need to be greeted by the amount of work, right, that's waiting for me. I mean, 2-3 days before you go home, go back to your work, right, confirm your colleagues don't want to help you cover already, correct or not? You'll be just left with it. She's coming back already, you wait. I don't need. Seriously. And on top of that, right, I got to bring my family, my boys, because I got one elder boy, right? He's going to primary school next year already. So I wanted to do something special for him, which is Disneyland. Last time I would always feel like, since I don't take any of the rides, right, I don't waste money. But I cannot deprive my children of childhood, right? So when I brought them down, I thought it's only for them, but actually, right, my parents also damn happy. So it's really the happiest place on earth. And I tell you, the food, nice. I always thought theme park food not nice. So the thing is, right, because my parents are already age locked, they can walk the entire 2 weeks. They never complain. And they are 76, by the way. No, 67. Sorry. 67. Sorry. Yeah, you see, they're so happy. Yeah. Not okay. Okay. So the thing is, right, I can be a mama, but do we really have to look like one? I feel so empowered, so confident, so happy, that I am no longer like hating my reflection. And on top of that, right, I also get to help other people who look the same way, feel the same way, and then put money in their pocket. So the company just put money in your pocket by helping people. And it all starts, right, with a set of the 90-day program. With this set, right, it will change not just your body, but your entire life. And all we have to do, right, is help people. Help people, so easy only. Yeah, and really, they are so happy and so grateful for you. And with that, I really wish you all do well on the program, okay? Do very well. And then go and help more people, okay? Okay, thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Denise, for sharing your transformation journey with us. So I also feel very touched, right? When you have the ability to give your parents what they want, I think the feeling is really so priceless. And I think, and all this, like she mentioned, is actually through just one set of this weight management program. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we've actually come to the end of Trim and Fit. Find out from the friend who invited today how you too can start on this transformation